Welcome to another episode of Life Outside the Box. I am your host, Action the Director, and I'm here with family. This is a very special guest for me, man. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, independent riders in New York City. My uncle Jaime R1. What's going on, uncle?
Good, nephew.
How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm alive.
Yeah, glad to be alive, man. Especially in these times nowadays.
Yes.
It's crazy outside. But I'm glad you came to the show today. I had to bring you on the show because I feel you're the phone posit king. I don't personally know nobody with more phone posits than you. I used to be like that, but I stopped buying phones a long time ago. But you kept the torch going crazy. And today you bought a dope pair of phones. But before we get into the sneaker that you bought here today, man, tell me a little bit about your past when it comes to sneakers. Like back in the 90s and the 80s, what were you rocking back then? How did you feel about sneakers then versus how do you feel about sneakers now?
Well, I always been a sneakerhead. Like I was wearing EXO fits. I was wearing Reeboks when they was calling them rejects. Definitely was the first one in my high school to pair Gucci sneakers. Definitely the first one in my high school to pay lease.
Okay.
People used to be like, "Oh, you spend all this money on sneakers," but I didn't have a car. I never really had a car.
Okay.
So I'm like, if I can't have a car, I might as well walk nice. That was always my thing. So I've always been into sneakers like my whole life.
Okay. What would you say?
Once I could afford them.
Oh, right.
At one point, when my mom was buying my sneakers, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Got a little summer job, all my money went towards sneakers. Suede Pumas and shell-toe Adidas.
That's how I was when I got my first job. Mine was sneakers and Jabot jeans.
Basically.
Right. Okay, so tell me a little about, where did you, get your style from when it came to sneakers? What made you so unique when you were rocking the sneakers you was rocking, and which ones were your go-tos?
Well, we talking about way back, it had to be Suede Pumas. Suede Pumas, the white on white Clydes.
Okay.
Crazy. You probably don't even remember none of this stuff. I had you wasn't even around, as a matter of fact, when I was wearing EXO fits. I remember the day you was born.
Yeah.
I had on a pair of red EXO fits, and your pops was like, "I want those."
You remember that?
Yeah, I swear I remember the day you was
34
born.
years.
Because your pops climbed the telephone pole in front of my building.
Yeah, he used to do wild stuff like that all the time.
So yeah, back then was, like I said, I was always trying to be different. So the Kappa, whatever you call that, the CAPPA brand, I was wearing them 30 years ago.
When they were the official ones, I
wore kangaroos, anything that was different.
Okay.
I wore Reeboks to school. They was like, those are rejects. They was calling them rejects, so they didn't know what they were.
Oh, wow.
And when I started wearing sneakers, they just kept their mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, Gucci's, you knew what they was.
Yeah.
But the Elites and other things like that, nobody knew what that was. So they the Reeboks took off, classics. So then they started like, he onto something. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been a dressing dude, Benetton, Guess, all that stuff. But some stuff I stayed away from. Because if I thought it was too trendy, I didn't want to wear it. Like I didn't wear Iceberg, I didn't wear Parasucos, I ain't do none of that.
Okay, and that makes sense, and that kind of correlates with what's going on today, because now I feel like the generations that are out today, they kind of just buy stuff because it's trendy. They don't have no sense of style today, and that's very important, so I'm glad you answered it like that, because back in the day, there was a lot of different variety of sneakers that aren't the norm today. Maybe some of these companies aren't even around anymore, which is sad because they made the better quality of shoe. So it's hard to see that. Now, getting into what you bought today, before we even unbox the sneaker, you told me earlier off camera that you bought your first phone posit because it matched with your bike, correct?
Yes.
All right, and which phone posit was those?
Those are the Crimsons.
Okay, the silver with the black check and the orange bottoms.
Orange, yes, exactly.
Right, and I do know which bike you're talking about. I'll definitely show y'all the Jigsaw that he's riding. So yeah, that's dope. And why did you fall in love with the sneaker?
Well, I fell in love with the sneaker because I'm riding my motorcycle, and anybody knows that if you wear those white Uptowns, anything white, when you shift in the gear, it leaves a black spot. That's why you see people wearing a sock or the biker thing. They come out with different things, but it's uncomfortable, and you forget it or you lose it.
Right.
So I'm riding around with my phones. I get off the bike, nothing.
That's important.
No creasing.
Yep.
No black mark, because that black mark is almost impossible to get off.
Impossible, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to paint the shoe or you're going to mess the shoe up. So that it just became my motorcycle sneaker. Because when you shift gears at, for the most part, foam posits have that black outline.
Right.
You got some that don't ride your bike with those. You know what I'm saying? Like the gray wolves, the royals with the grays, the all white ones. Right. Which I got all of those and I rode my bike with them and I learned my lesson.
Okay. All right, so let's get into the foam that you bought today. First and foremost, you bought the hat to match with it. You have a pair of foams on now, which is the Oregon foams.
That's been my favorite pair. I'm like, this is crazy. Because I got a favorite pair, I got a pair I hate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, you got all different types of variety. Who knows? We might be back for the All-Star episode. You can bring some more through. But like I said, you have the Oregons on and you have the hat to match with the Oregons as well as the shirt. And here you also have the pink foams here with the matching hat. But you said something interesting before we started rolling, that you actually colored this yourself to match these foams, correct?
Yeah, because I was on 3rd Avenue in the Bronx and I saw the hat. So I'm like, I bought all the ones he had. I think he might have had like 2 or 3 different colors. And I kept going back. I'm like, yo, buy some more. I'm like, I don't care if they even, it's a white foam posit.
Right.
What ended up happening, I might have like 8 hats. But I colored like 6 of them. With, high-end markers. So this particular one, I made pink. I got one with the purple because I got the Phoenix Suns joints.
Okay.
I did this one.
Those.
I got a blue one. A red one, of course. I forget what else the other ones I got. I got a yellow one, but I hardly ever wear the yellow foam posits.
Okay. Oh, to go with the yellow and black foams, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
So, and then I got those electric green. I made a hat to match that I hardly ever wear too.
Okay. So, see, foam posit king, man. I'm telling you, the list goes on and on. So let's get into the sneaker. And let's open it up. Let's see what we got here with the pink one. I can tell the difference in these shoes already, because when these originally released, Nike did not release them with the black bottoms. They actually had the clear bottom soles. And as you know, when the sneaker oxidizes, the sneaker turn the clear bottom foam, whether it's a foam posit or whether it's a Jordan 11 or anything with a clear bottom period, is gonna oxidize and it's gonna turn that brownish, yellowish color that nobody likes. So you did something different with these, and you didn't do a sole swap, but you painted them, correct?
Yeah, I painted the sole, and I don't like dingy. That's why I don't wear nothing white. I don't wear white underclothes. I don't wear white socks because it gets dingy. I don't like dingy. So I painted the check pink. The stripe that goes down the middle, I painted pink. And all these lines were white.
Right.
Those are pink now too. So I did all that myself. I did it to a couple of pair of sneakers, and then I had a couple of people commission me to do theirs. So I've done a couple of pair of sneakers.
And that was my next question. Has anybody ever reached out for you to
they
do
have,
theirs?
and it lasts pretty good because I actually wear these.
Okay.
And it really hasn't worn out. I use dye. I use leather dye.
Okay.
But it's not really worth my time for the price that I would want to charge. So I just don't even bother doing it.
Right. Now, do you only do the black, or do you kind of do other colors as well?
I actually want to do my fighter jets. I want to do the bottoms red, but it's hard to find a shoe shop now. Like it's rare. It's not like back in the days that was what people did. They resold their shoes and stuff. So, I mean, I know I can order the red leather dye. I'm just kind of lazy. I'm busy, but I do want to do my fighter jets because they have hints of red in it.
Yeah.
I want to do the bottoms.
Those were good. Those were the black and white fatigue ones. That came. They also came with that bottom that changes the colors when they oxidize. Yeah, and that's one thing. And looking at this, see, this is the type of stuff that Nike needs to like get more in tune with the culture with, because this shoe should have came with a black bottom. I don't understand why they started doing the ice blue bottoms. They look good for the first time out the package, but they don't last long enough for you to get the real crisp look that they had when you originally got them for 1 or 2 wears. After that, they start changing. And
even if they sit.
Right, even if they sit. Like I was about to say, especially if you don't store them correctly. Because a lot of people don't understand that when it comes to those certain shoes, you kind of got to store them the right way. Whether you wrap them in plastic, whether you have a AC unit in the room for it, which, of course, we're not doing all of that right now.
See the closet.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know what a lot of people don't do too? Those little packs, the little silicone packs, we work in construction. So if you ever see these in construction, a lot of the furniture, they wrap in them big silicone packs.
Yeah, they do.
I have those in my closet.
Yeah,
I throw them in my closet.
Those are good. That's why they come in the box, to keep the sneaker like that.
Keep the moisture down and stuff like that. So I be telling people at work, I'm like, if you into sneakers, you need to throw that into your closet. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you keep your sneakers. Because those are real helpful and they're pretty big. You've seen them around. Because you work in construction.
Right.
So I be trying to give people little pointers on stuff like that.
Okay.
And I'm learning that I kind of slow down because I got a lot of sneakers that I haven't even worn. And I'm seeing that not wearing them does them no justice. Like I'm not a collector.
Right.
I wear my sneakers. Like it's raining out now and I got on my Oregons. That's another thing. They like hunter boots. Like they don't get, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing penetrating them.
Right.
So like I wear my sneakers and I'm like, okay, so I'm seeing people's sneakers fall apart. And then I held on to some Timberlands one time and I gave them to my man and he was like, are these real? I'm like, well, you actually have it because they fell apart as I was walking. Because I had them in the closet so long. Yeah,
that does happen. You see people, that's why I keep saying, wear your sneakers. It doesn't no justice sitting in your closet for years and you don't do nothing with them.
Even if you're a collector, like, why are you collecting them?
Yeah, that's why I do this thing where I give away my sneakers. If I don't wear them and I don't feel like I'm giving that particular sneaker is due diligence, I give it away because somebody else can use it. If I'm not thinking it's gonna sit in my closet.
That's what I do with my sneakers too, but I'm not gonna do it in my phone posits because God forbid something happen to me. I got a nice little collection. I already gave instructions on how to get rid of them. That's real talk. But
that's smart.
I did that with my Air Maxes because I had phases where I was buying mad Air Maxes. I had a little different color tab because that's how they changed.
Yeah.
I gave those away. Then I was doing the all-4s, which we call shots.
Oh yeah. The Vince Carters.
I kept one pair of those, and I gave everything else away.
See, that's crazy that you brought that up because I remember you and my dad. I remember y'all shock era where y'all was getting the shocks left and right, all different flavors, and it was crazy because nobody else was really wearing the shocks, at least not around us that we've been around. Or I know y'all go to a lot of motorcycle events and things like that, and I'm pretty sure nobody was wearing shocks like y'all was wearing shocks, it's so dope to see certain things like that, and because I know you, of course, you're my uncle, so I know. But for people that don't know, you saying that is gonna make somebody go, oh shit, the shocks, you right, and go look up a pair and go buy them.
They drop like a black and silver pair that I've been seeing people wear, and they look dope. They dope, especially with today's style, with the fitted sweatpants. I started buying Yeezys too.
Okay.
And I got a couple of pair of Yeezys, and this girl at my job was like, well, you can't keep wearing the regular jeans with those, but I don't feel I have the body for that fitted thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't have the shape, but then I'm seeing some dudes is like way out of shape with the
going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Bad fitted. I'm like, so I went and bought some polo sweats, and I'm like, okay, I like this look. Okay. So I've been doing the little Yeezy thing. I've been doing kind of fell back from the foams because sometimes they be wild.
Yeah.
You have a little spells where they do dumb shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they did, they had the spell with the Weathermans, the Safaris, the Asteroids, and the Thermals. Yeah. That was a bad stretch of sneakers. Yeah. Though I got the Safaris.
The Safaris was good, and the Asteroids was good.
And I got the hat. The Asteroids are shaky. Now that I look at them, they was a little shaky, but I got them, and I got the Weathermans, which was shaky too. But then I bought some laces that matched them. I think I just showed you the picture or your bag.
Yeah.
But those end up being crazy because of the laces.
Yeah. All you gotta do sometimes is switch the laces.
Change the laces, and I changed the laces on the fighter jets.
Okay.
They had laces to match them, so I went and bought the laces, and I changed the laces on my Gucci's.
Okay.
To Gucci laces.
Yeah.
Which changed the whole sneaker. Because the people like, oh, those are crazy, those are Gucci. I'm like, not really, but that's what they call them with their phone posits.
Right.
But I've been getting on for the phone posit thing. I've been doing my retro sneakers. Like I got the old Jacksons. I got I try to find them Michael Chan's, but they want a lot for them with the tennis ball.
Yeah.
I like stuff. I like going back.
Ooh, you threw it back just now.
The Agassiz.
Yeah.
Again, these are the first people that were wearing sneakers that they were marketing to. It wasn't basketball players.
Right.
It was tennis players.
It was tennis players.
These are all tennis players, and
which is why it's called a tennis shoe.
And football players like Bo Jackson. I mean, you had basketball players doing it, but not like today. Like now it's all basketball, all Jordan. I own 3 pair of Jordans. 2 of them are brand new. One of them from 2015. That if I could sell them, I'll sell them. Oreos.
Okay, Oreo 5s.
Yeah, well, they came out in 2015.
Yeah, I believe
and then
that.
Michelle just bought me the gray ones.
Okay.
They came out.
Oh, the ones that came out for Christmas.
Yeah,
I missed out on those. Thanks Nike Sneakers app for showing love.
So she got me a pair of those, but she paid way too much for them. I was tight. But she, whatever, my fault for not asking for something. Because she goes and does her own thing. But I'm not really a Jordan person, and then my daughter was on a Jordan thing. I'm like, you need to get away from that because they're not all of that. You know what I'm saying? They all remakes. They a hype shoe to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, God bless the reseller, all of that, but I'm not really into that. So, slowly but surely, she's been doing the Converses, the collab with the Converse. They look like it's 2 different shoes.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing those recently.
Collab, the Garçons. She's been doing Yeezys. Like she's changing it up. So it ain't all Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Which
I'm starting to do that too as well. I'm starting to change it up as well. Like lately I've been on a New Balance wave. Because New Balance been getting crazy with the colors, and I said, nah, I gotta tap into that.
Of course, some New Balance on the feature app, some blue joints. Those are nice. And then I got Michelle a pair. They doing the New Balance thing. I got the Expas. Like I've been doing high end. I got but I wore those. I got the Adapts. Never wore them.
Yeah. So you've been getting away from the phone posits, okay?
Yeah, I haven't done a pair of phone posits in a minute, but I got over 50 pairs.
Oh yeah, easy. I knew that for sure.
Yeah, I definitely got over 50 pairs, and I still love them. It's just times is different.
Yeah.
And then you gotta go crazy for them too. And they started making the little kid sizes and all that. They kind of took away from.
That's what turned me off.
Yeah.
That's what turned me
off. They took
off.
away from
the nostalgia of the shoe.
Yeah. I'm like,
yeah, they made it too accessible. Phone posits was never that accessible.
At all.
They came out every 6 months maybe.
Yeah,
now they come out every other month, and it's like, all right, y'all.
They slowed down again. They actually slowed down, but like.
Yeah, see, I haven't even been checking. That's how bad it was.
When they went through that little era with the Weathermans and all that, you dropped 10 sneakers in 1 year.
Yeah.
You saturated, you killed it. Like,
nasty work. Nasty work.
Right now, if I could get another pair of phone posits, my dream phone posits would be the Paranormans.
Okay.
And the Tajins.
I haven't seen those yet.
They released
I heard about them.
They released them in China only.
Oh,
so Chinese
okay.
theme, bananas, pink bottom.
I gotta check those out. I've been hearing about them, but I haven't seen them yet.
10 grand on StockX. It's like super wild.
Too rich for my blood. But real quick, before we get out of here, give me your top 2 favorite phone posit colorways, and then give me your next 2 worst phone posit colorways.
My favorite 2.
That's hard, right? I know it's hard. Yep.
It's hard, but I'm gonna go with like some of the first pairs that I got. We got these up here already, so we're not gonna put these like whole. I wear them and I get attention, and I really just wear them like in October, like for breast cancer month and stuff like that. When I go do walks and rides. But I'm gonna say these Oregons that I got on.
Definitely fire.
And Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, those are hard. I got those.
Purple joints, they fire. Like they just.
Yeah, that metallic purple, they just.
And an honorable mention, and I hope Nike sees this. Those mirrors that came out All-Star Weekend.
The silver one, all silver.
I got the blue ones too. But when I got that sneaker, when I bought that sneaker, I think I told you earlier, I'm looking at it, I said, When I tell you that sneaker was beautiful, bro, a beautiful sneaker, but they definitely should have put something on the box that said it's a novelty sneaker. Because again, I wear my sneakers, I wore them in the rain. When you wet your sneakers, you normally do this.
Right.
I did that and they peeled.
Oh.
They peeled on the second wear.
Yeah, Nike gotta send you a new pair, man.
Crazy thing about it is the only sneaker I cannot find a receipt for, which shouldn't matter.
Right.
Because I can show them that I own 50 pairs.
Right.
And I called the main office, there's a name for it, can't remember right now.
Oh, Nike headquarters out in
Nike
Oregon?
headquarters, and they gave me a runaround. Maybe one day I'll revisit that. But they should have definitely said, come with a warning, how to wear it, how not to wear it, how to clean it.
Yeah.
Because if you go on YouTube, you'll see people running them underwater and peeling all the mirror off.
Wow.
Just running them underwater. So they definitely had a issue with that shoe. Beautiful shoe. My ugliest pair. And Michelle hates these sneakers. The flower ones. They're black, the flower
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I wasn't too fond of that.
I got a shirt to match it. It's terrible too.
They came out with a red one too, didn't they? Or am I thinking about the ones with the gold accents on them? I think I'm talking about two different. Oh, you're talking about the floral pattern ones.
Floral.
Got you. All right. Yep.
Terrible foam posit. Terrible. Like the number one terrible foam posit that I own. Other than that, I can't even tell you another one. I love all my foam posits.
That's good. Yeah, you heard it here first, man. It's the foam posit king. At least in my eyes, he is.
Well, I know some people that got some serious collections. I'm gonna shout out my man Joe Black, my man Jay Star, and my man Coca. They got serious. And my man Joe Black, he has two of every sneaker.
Well, Joe Black, you need to come on the show, man. You're more than welcome to be on Life Outside the Box.
I'll get him out here. He has two of everything. And he got foreigns and everything. He has a room this big.
Wow, okay.
So,
we definitely got to get him on the show.
I'll get him on
definitely.
He said, I'm going to give him a shout out because I can't call myself the foam posit king.
Okay, humble. I like it.
They got joints.
Cool.
I'm still missing some.
Well, listen, I definitely appreciate you for coming on the show. Thank you for coming to bring your expertise when it comes to foams and, you know, back in the day styles, new wave styles that you just now starting to rock and get in tune with. I definitely appreciate it, man. Definitely.
Thank you for having me. Anytime you need me, I'll come back.
That's always been a thing. Anytime I needed you, you've been there. So I appreciate that. Listen, guys, my name is Executive Director. That's JBR1. It's been Life Outside the Box.